going to go back a little ways here. This is a paragraph proof of the given here, which is N is the midpoint of MP. Oh, cool. So you see we can just do that, right? We know that. And we know Q is the midpoint of RP, so we can say this. Should we use double tick marks? Let's see here. We have PQ. Oh, no. We have PQ is equal to NM. PQ and NM are the same, so definitely we should use single tick marks. So we have to prove that PN is congruent to QR. Well, essentially we've already done that with our tick marks just by observing that PQ and NM were congruent. So let's just verbalize what we need to for the paragraph proof. We can say that PN is congruent to NM by the definition of the midpoint. Definition of midpoint. Okay, we can also say that PQ is congruent to QR by the definition of midpoint. All right, now we can say that PQ is congruent to NM. Okay, that's kind of redundant, but I'm going to call that the given because, and maybe that should have been written first, but I want you to see where we're going with this in the final statement, because now we can say, now PN is congruent to QR by the transitive property, okay? And I'll walk you through this here. I want you to follow along. Don't turn this off until I am done talking because I want you to hear this. Okay, so what I want you to see is that PN gets you to, we can get from PN to QR using this stair-step pattern, right? Okay, so we start out with PN. Okay, so PN lets us get to NM, and then NM lets us go to PQ, right? And then PQ lets us go here to QR, right? So do you see how this, because all of these statements are congruent, that's how we were able to go from PN to QR through the transitive property. It's kind of used a couple of times there.